Now in today's video, we're going to install this perfectly fitted inner fender set on the 10.2 on the JK body. Alright guys, welcome back for another upgrade video on my Axial SCX10 CRC edition with the Jeep JK body here. Now in the last episode, we took care of the panel line for that scale detail. So this week I want to tackle another problem with it. So let's say you just bought this truck and they call it is a 1/10 scaler, but then you get this plastic body here. You can see through all the way from one side of the fender into the other one. It's not very scale in my opinion. So one of the easy solution to this problem is to install a inner fender set so that blocks the light from being see-through. And as far as inner fender out there, I mean there's a lot of options, and Axial themselves, they do not have an option officially for this truck. So what I have on here is a inner fender kit from RC4WD, and the part number is Z-S1194. But you gotta keep in mind that this kit is not originally designed for the SCX10 but rather it is for the D90 body from RC4WD. It turns out to be a really great fitting kit for the 10.2 with the JK body here. So right out of the box, you can see we have two pieces of Lexan. One piece is for the front, the second piece is for the rear. I had an extra set sitting around, so I tried it on. It actually fitted perfectly on the JK with the SCX10 platform. So in today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I fit this on, and just so that you can get an idea of how to install this kit on your own Jeep SCX10 with the JK body. Alright, so the fact is I struggle a little bit trying to get the front inner fender mocked up and fitted in here. I had to carefully trim out the pieces right there so that I can clear the light bucket up front. But I learned that the trick to identify this hole on the fender, line it up with the second hole on the bumper mount on the C channel. And from there, you can line up the top of the hoop on the fender to the body post. Because once you get it in place in there, we can go ahead and tap a hole and secure that piece into the existing body post. And lastly, the last hole on the right hand side right there, since I don't have a hole on the C-channel frame on the 10.2 chassis, I didn't want to drill another hole, so I cut out this extra piece, kind of looped it back into the shock hoop, so it gets sandwiched between the shock hoop and the C-channel frame, and that gives it a really nice secure installation. So I have 4 screws mounting the inner fender into the existing C-channel without any modification to the truck itself. And you can see right now it looks really good. It's fitted really nicely. I'm surprised it actually worked out better than I thought. And then for the fender piece in the back, it's a lot easier because it's not as complicated. It doesn't have the bucket light in front that's abstracting the fender set to be easily fitted. So for the right end, I simply follow the same model. I trim out most of the excess Lexan all around and then trying to fit it on without the shock. And then from there, we can eyeball, where the shock tower is, where things will clear. Now the trick for the rear fender is to identify this hole and line it up with your existing shock mount position. And this way you can then point out the other 2 screw hole on the chassis and secure it that way. And also I left out an extra piece right there for the Axial logo on the C channel. And then the majority of the work of fitting the fender set here is really trying to get the first piece fitted right. And once you get it perfectly fitted on one side, you can simply take the second piece and then kind of tape them together using a double-sided tape, and then just go ahead and use a marker and trim out the area so that you can start trimming it without having to do the refitting again. So once you got all 4 pieces trimmed out, as you can see on the table here, we're gonna go ahead and paint this in black. Alright, so we have everything painted up in black and a matte finish. Now it's time to install this on a truck. Alright guys, so there you have it. This inner fender set is completely installed and is fitted perfectly. You cannot tell that is not for this truck. So with that said, it does not stop you from installing the same kit if you have a different body, and especially when this thing is only $15, you have nothing to lose. Alright guys, so that was a quick installation video of the inner fender set for my Axial SCX10 Now keep in mind, like I said earlier, this is not a kit that was made for the 10.2. So if you're gonna do this upgrade on your truck, make sure to trim the Lexan very little bit at a time. And I think it looks really good on my JK here, so I think it's gonna look really great when I take it out in the action videos as well. And definitely stay tuned for the next week's video when we're gonna be doing some custom body detail for the stock RTR body. And let me know in the comment below if you guys like the video, if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thumbs up, subscribe, later.